Wow, that's a lot of steam. Hey guys, it's Tony W, and today we're going to do a full review of the Conair Turbo Extreme Steam and Iron 2-in-1 with Turbo. We're going to go through the applications of using it, how to use the attachments, as well as see good before and after results of this pretty awesome steamer and iron. Now, why did I buy this? It's because I already have a handheld steamer, the Conair Turbo Extreme. I love it. It's been 4 years and it's been working great. The only problem is that I can't use it to iron. So I had to bring out my old iron. It takes like 5 minutes to warm up, and it's just not really that convenient. That's why I got this Conair Turbo Extreme iron slash steamer. It actually does what an iron does. The only exception, of course, it doesn't have that pointedness, so I could do like the detailing and stuff. But we'll figure out how to do that one later. So let's quickly do the unboxing. It should be pretty cool. Pretty awesome. It comes in two colors. I think it comes in beige, which is this one, and also a darker blue. So whichever your preference is, it doesn't really matter. It comes with a set of attachments, which is pretty much all you need. 3 attachments, some keep dry packets, instructions, as well as a quick start guide, which is very useful, and also registration. Quick start guide is pretty cool. All you do is fill of distilled water, start it up, and then it only takes like 10 seconds to start up. So that's what I love about this over my iron. You hang it and you could steam it. You don't, and also you could refresh household stuff. So most of the time people probably just hang their clothes and use the attachments to steam it. It does come with a very long cord, which is nice, a good stand that's sturdy, and this white slash copper looks pretty cool. It has a big sole plate, or whatever this thing's called. It's basically a huge ironing plate that has it, and it's about the size of my palm. And overall, it's very sturdy and has a very large water reservoir as well. 2 main buttons on the top, and let's go ahead and take a look at the attachments. Of course, I have my handy bottle of distilled water that I'm going to fill the reservoir for a little later. And the first attachment is that silicone brush. This is pretty awesome. You could actually attach a nylon brush onto it as well, as you can see. So this acts as a kind of a 2-in-1 too. It's meant to pull, like let's say fiber and stuff and stretch things. This is a crease maker, which is pretty cool. So if you have your apparel hanging, like you want to make a crease, you basically slip it between that crease maker and just drag it up and down so it makes a crease. This is pretty neat, so that you can actually put the brush on this attachment on the brush, so you can drag cloth or fabric, so you can stretch it while you're heating it, which is very, very useful. I use it on my curtains, and it's been working well. It has a delicate attachment too, so this gives a little space between that iron and and the heat and steam and stuff. So you don't actually put your delicate fabric on top of the hot metal surface. Very, very useful. Quite possibly I'm going to use the use it with an ironing board, and this is why I bought it for, is to replace my iron. So this probably 15-20-year-old iron still works. Takes like 5-10 minutes to heat up. Very, very slow. The Conair Extreme Steam Turbo 2-in-1 takes like 10 seconds to heat up, which makes this thing completely obsolete. Not much. This is filled with like calcium and stuff, and even though I've been using distilled water and stuff, it still has some calcium too. Now the only problem is that it doesn't have a sharp point like how this iron does, so it's gonna be kind of hard doing some of the detailing with this Conair one. But I guess I'll figure it out. But majority of the time, I'm just basically using it to iron stuff flat and get rid of wrinkles, which this thing does really, really well. So moving on, let's go ahead and fill this thing with some distilled water and get going with this fun demo. So pretty big reservoir. Now it has a little cap on the top, and you just go ahead and fill it with distilled water. I like putting distilled water in smaller 16-ounce bottles, so it's easier to handle instead of lugging around a jug of that stuff. So always put it in a small bottle, makes it easier to handle, especially when you're doing a lot of clothes and stuff and you want to just refill these reservoirs. So place the cap back in so it's nice and tight, and you're just going to snap this thing back into the main unit. And once you power it on, there's a gray power switch on the bottom. Hit that thing, and it takes literally like 5 seconds for that thing to heat up, so be really careful of that. And since it's the first time using it, as you can see, steam's already coming out, so it's already sucking in the water and stuff. I'm going to put the attachments to the side, and I'm going to use a microfiber cloth, in fact, or any rag or towel, to first use it first, because you want any weird stuff that you manufactured, whatever it is, to be cleaned off onto the towel first. So if any dirt particles that are stuck in there should be cleaned. I'm putting it on turbo mode and pushing the steam button, and instantly that thing is getting really hot. Within 10 seconds, all that steam just pops right out. Very, very awesome. I'm just using it as like an iron right now to just clear off any weird dust or dirt or stuff that's on that plate. So trying it out on my new hemmed pants that I shortened, it flattened that thing out in seconds. Just like a real iron, except this thing starts up in a few seconds. So this makes it very, very convenient to quickly steam or quickly iron. As you can see, super flat. I'm gonna go ahead and do like I did about 10 of my other hemmed pants, which is really neat, and they took out the wrinkles really quick. Also create that crease, really quick on the board. I didn't use the crease maker, but I could. But all you do is hang the apparel on a hanger and just use the creaser attachment. But most of the time, I'm just gonna use the ironing board. But if you don't want to bring the ironing board out, use that creaser. It will save you a lot of time. But ironing board I need it for this hemming part, so I could flatten out that the hem job I just did. So pretty cool, pretty fast, works really well. You also want to make sure you set the right heat and temperature for the type of material you're doing. Like for these curtains, they're made of synthetic material, so I put the heat to like medium or low. Same thing for those pants. I actually set the heat and temperature based on how thick that stuff or the material is. So for this, I'm setting it to low or even to medium. And by itself, with the steam, it does a pretty good job in loosening the fibers and stuff. But if you really want to get this thing done more efficiently, you definitely tug it on the bottom, and as well as use the attachments, because the steam alone is not enough. You want to basically, to the steam alone, it's pretty good because it has a large plate and it has a lot of steam. But to really stretch this out and pull the creases out, or those the weird wrinkles, definitely use your hand to pull it a little, and then use that silicone or the silicone brush to basically pull it. So as you can see from this side, still a lot of creases. This is with one pass with the silicone brush, or actually without the silicone brush, and this is with the silicone brush. It basically cleared it off in about 1 or 2 passes, so it's pretty cool. After about a few times, it's pretty lightweight in terms of this this steamer, so it's really easy to do it handheld. I also use it to steam my seats and seat cushion, so it kills, I guess, bacteria and stuff. It also freshens it up a bit too. Like I said, use that attachment, that silicone attachment, and it makes the job a lot easier, and it basically takes off these creases much faster. The attachments really work. So anyways, that's really about it, guys. This is Tony W. I hope this review and a little bit of a comparison was helpful to you, and I hope the tips and tricks was also helpful to you as well. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.